Congratulations on your purchase of the exciting FireQuest EFRT External Forced Reset Trigger. Here's the instructions for you. Listen to them carefully so you can ensure that you have a lot of fun in reliability. As always, make sure the guns are unloaded and pointed in a safe direction. If you have an AR-15 platform, it is recommended you install the special trigger adjustment screw provided, as it will give your gun a match trigger that works even better with the EFRT. So we're going to use this tool or an Allen wrench. I like to use this with a Torx head, and unscrew the screw. We're going to make sure the rifle's, unloaded, of course, and you can leave it cocked is fine. We're going to unscrew the screw while we hang on to the grip to make sure that the these springs and everything don't come loose. Takes a few turns. You get the screw out, hold the grip onto the rifle, the screw will pop out, and then we're going to take the new screw and install it in the grip, right here in the grip. We're going to tighten that down while holding the grip in place so that, like I said, the spring that engages the safety doesn't pop out. It'll take you a few turns, then you get it snug. Once you have this screw installed in the foregrip as such, you're going to take this other screw with the spring and you're going to screw it into the screw that's in the foregrip with a screwdriver. So if you have to put tape around it or whatever you have to do, magnetize it or whatever, but you just screw the screw all the way down in the grip like that, and you're going to tighten it all the way until it goes as far as it goes. Just tighten the screw as far as it goes until it stops. At this point, you stick the screwdriver in there with the rifle cocked, and you back it out. It's usually about 5 turns until you hear the rifle click. There it is. And at that point, you just go one more turn, and that sets the trigger right on the edge where you want it to be. You can go back and forth and get it in the right spot. For all AR-15 platforms, this is how you set up the trigger screw adjustment. It's at that point you can take the clamp of the EFRT and snap it on the rifle. Like that, right behind the trigger. And then you can use a Velcro pad to hold it in place if you wanted to. You will have to bend it and get it to, fit properly, which is easy because the material is real resilient and can be bent back and forth. You can set it up right here the way I have it right behind the trigger, and then you're ready to go out to the range. To mount the EFRT on the AR platform, simply snap it on the gun until you hear the click, just like that. You can use the piece of Velcro included to hold in place if you desire with it, or just tighten it up. That's about the simplest way to get it on there. When you go to shoot it, you're going to maintain light pressure on inside of the hand from the thumb and an index finger. Now you're going to lightly squeeze the trigger is all you'll have to do. Just light squeezing will allow the action of the gun cycling is to force the trigger forward, resetting upon each shot if light pressure applied. When you're done, you just remove it. Some guys like to open up the part to make it longer because they like it in front of the trigger. You can do it that way as well, as it still accomplishes the same action back and forth, just giving you more movement. This works best if you have a sloppy trigger or on certain weapons that have more travel. The same thing with AKs. On AKs and most other rifles and pistols, it can just snap on the grip and behind the trigger and be bent to fit anything. All you do is just slightly squeeze the trigger, maintaining a loose thumb and trigger finger. Just lightly squeeze the trigger again.
allowing the weapon cycling to force the trigger back and forth simply and easily. For triggers with more travel, you can also adapt to fit in back or in front of the trigger, as it is completely ambidextrous, allowing you to do it either way. So just a light squeeze on the trigger, and when you're done, just take it off.